Guys, I feel like something is about to burst. Like my 9 to 5 is crushing my soul. It's crushing my soul. Good morning. Whoa. Good morning. Good morning, Pookies. It's a Monday morning. I have today off. I am just, I've got my sassy coffee mug. Thank you, Mother. Can y'all read it? Oh, I've got my sassy coffee mug that my mom got me. I was like, okay, Miss Girl. I'm reading my book. This shit, pretty good so far. Verity, you're probably a freak. What did you do? Guys, life is just good, okay? Like, look at that. We're double slippered up. Life is good because I quit my toxic job, okay? I'm so torn. I really want to go into the nitty gritty and be like, this is what happened to me, this is what happened to me, this, but then I also want to like take the high road and be like, you know what, I'm just gonna move in silence and blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna do a little bit of both. The shit that I went through for way too long. I was miserable at my job for months. My self-confidence was down the gutter. I felt like I couldn't do anything right. Walking into the office every day, I just felt like berated and like, okay, what did Serena do wrong this time? Like I never walked in that office feeling good about the work that I did because I was always getting yelled at for doing something wrong. I had a friend who was going through a similar thing with her job, and it's a different type of like psychological warfare that is really hard to explain to people, because when you spend 8 hours of your day, 5 days a week, going into somewhere that fills you with anxiety, makes you feel less than, makes you feel like you are not a good worker, that you don't care about your work. Like work environments that make you feel like that take a toll on you. Like I just noticed that I wasn't like the same old Serena. I was really fucking depressed. I was going out every weekend because I was so miserable in my 9 to 5 that I was like, okay, I just want to like, I need something to boost my serotonin and like have a good time. So I would go out every weekend, Friday, Saturday, just get super blasted because I was like, let me just like do something fun so I can forget about my reality of my 9 to 5. My boss at one point had asked if I had a reading disability or a cognitive disability, and asked if I had something similar to dyslexia. Like I can't make this shit up. That wasn't even one of the worst ones, but it was just over time it got worse and worse and worse, and the way that I was treated there was god awful. I walked in every day with a pit in my stomach, and I was just so anxious, and like I'm the type of person that tries to be strong and like not let it get to me. So I looked like I was fine, and like she'd get done yelling at me and I'd be like, okay, but deep down I'd be like I would drive to work in the morning hoping that I would get in a car wreck so I wouldn't have to go to work. Like it was bad, y'all. It was really bad. And if you're in that situation, I'm not kidding, stop waiting and just leave. The minute you start feeling like that, it's just gonna get worse and worse. The person that you're working for is not gonna change. The work environment is not gonna change, because I had talked to my boss about how I'd been feeling and it was just right over her head. And the final straw, during my yearly review, I had been working at this place for about almost a year. During my yearly review, they docked my pay by a quarter. By a quarter. Yeah. Is that even legal to dock somebody's pay by a quarter? Because that's like a huge life change. So once that happened, like no matter what I do, we'll never make this company happy. There's no winning here. The girl who trained me, the minute she trained me like fully, she got fired. And essentially like when I got hired, I was hired to do a certain position. And after they fired the girl that trained me, I took over everything. I took over so many different roles that I was not hired to do and had to learn right there on the spot. And I was just set up to fail. So on December 5th, I walked out. I literally walked out. I never thought I would do that. I've always put in a 2 weeks. I've always respected my employer no matter how much whatever. But I sat at that desk and I was filled with so much panic and rage because of the pay cut. Like, I just felt like it was really fucking disrespectful. Like, I felt like it was like a spit in my face, cutting my pay that much, because I wasn't doing the work at a level that they had required. But it's like, you gave me all of these roles that I never even signed up for. And in my offer letter, it said that I would help with marketing, creative, social media. I never got to touch it once. Because they said that they could hire somebody with more experience, and I didn't have enough experience. Why'd you put it in my offer letter? It was just so many things, y'all, and I know it's all over the place right now, but my God, it feels good to get out. And the day that I quit is a day I will never forget, because that feeling of finally walking out of that office, like, I felt like I had just like jumped off a cliff, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die. And then I landed in some water, and I was like, oh. It was very dramatic. I was the first one in the office that morning, and I got in around like 7:30. I was in charge of opening the office. I opened everything. I started my work, and immediately I was like, I can't fucking do it. I literally cannot do it. I started to panic. My heart was racing. I was like, my body is telling me I need to leave. It's saying it's time. We're done here. I need to leave. Like, it was weird because I'm not the type of person who just loses control. Like, I can control myself in these situations. But at this point, I was like, no, I cannot be here another second. Like, I have to leave. Like, I just felt sick being there. I don't have a plan B, but I gotta go. And so I got up, cleaned out my desk, and I wrote a note basically saying, like, this is my last day. I will not be returning. Please take this as my formal resignation. Took my office key, set it on top of my computer, put the note down, and I walked out of the office. And the rest of the office didn't come in until around 10 or 11, and they found the note. And that, when I walked out of the office, the minute I walked outside, tears. I was like, holy shit, I'm free! I'm free! What the fuck, I'm free! And I was like sobbing on my way home. And I was like, why did it take me so long to do that? And like, I had no plan. I wasn't gonna get any sort of severance, and that's fucking terrifying because I don't have a backup. But in my head, I was like, I'm just gonna go work a serving job. I really don't care. Like, I just had to get out of there. Like, my body was literally fighting me, being like, girl, listen to me and I will take care of you, okay? I had somebody who told me, they were like, if in this moment your body is telling you to leave and you feel it and you're having these reactions, whether it's crying or like you're anxious or like you feel sick, like your body is literally telling you what to do. And whatever you believe in, whether it's the universe, God, whatever, if you listen, you will be taken care of. Damn. So I listened that morning and I left. And it was funny because I called my mom immediately and I was like, I was trying to keep it together, but I was like, I left. And she was like, yay! Like, she was so excited. She's like, thank God, like, oh, you finally did it. Like, congratulations. Like, that's how you know it's toxic, when your parent is congratulating you for quitting your job, because she knew everything that had happened. Like, guys, this wasn't a one instance thing. It was days and months of being berated, of being made to feel less than, of just constantly being told what I was doing wrong, never given any sort of positive affirmation ever. Humans aren't supposed to operate like that. I just felt like a piece of garbage at that job, like, truly. And so my mom was so excited, but I was like, I need to let you go so I can get myself together. Yeah, she's like, get yourself together, call me back later. And this was right when Wicked came out too. And I was listening to that song where she's like, so if you care to find me. And I was like, I was listening to it sobbing, like, I'm free. Like, I literally felt like my job was the wizard and I was finally free of the wizard. What a day. I came home, I got myself together, I FaceTimed my friend Sam, and I was like, I did it, because she just quit her really terrible, toxic job. And we were both just kind of like chatting about how this feeling and this experience is something that you really can't explain. It's just once you're in it, you're like, holy shit. I know it sounds like very dramatic, but imagine 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, you go into some place that makes you feel awful, Yeah, duh, you're gonna be depressed. Yeah, duh, you're going to try to mask your problems with alcohol and clubbing, whatever. Guys, I haven't been to the club in so long. Like, I am finally happy. I love staying in on the weekends now because I'm content. What was crazy was that same day that I quit, one of my old friends that I used to work with has a job up in Scottsdale. She sent me an offer letter that very day. And we had been chatting back and forth, you know, saying that she wanted to offer me something, but she wasn't sure like what the position would be yet. And so we were kind of going back and forth, but I never had like a solidified anything with her. And then that morning after I quit, she sent me an offer letter. It's exactly what that person told me. Like, if you listen to yourself, you will be taken care of. Not saying that anytime you have like a trial or a tribulation, whatever, to just quit. No, bro. I had been going through hell and back for the past 11 months. And I wasn't listening to myself, and I was wondering why I was miserable. And then the first day that I finally decided to listen to myself, I was taken care of. So I'm happy now. Like, even my friends are like, Serena, you are different. Like, you have a new like light in you. You seem like excited for life. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I let some dumb fucking job truly like, affect me that much. It's a job that will replace you like that. If you're seeing the red flags early on, get out early on. If you stay and let yourself stay in those conditions, what are you doing? It shows that you do not respect yourself. And I didn't respect myself for those last couple of months. I respected a paycheck more. So now it's my day off. My new job, I freaking love. And it's such a fun job too. I manage luxury rental homes in Scottsdale, and they are gorgeous. They're gorgeous, bro. These houses are crazy, and it's something that keeps me on my feet. I'm getting like my 10,000 steps a day at my job. I'm like, yes. I feel like I have a lot more freedom, a lot more independence. I don't have somebody on my back 24/7 looking at what I'm doing. They just kind of like let you go, take care of the homes, do what you need to do, and then report back. And I'm like, oh, period. So life is good. It's Monday. I'm off. I work weekends sometimes, and honestly, I love it, because what else would I be doing on the weekends? Going out. I'm not kidding, y'all. I was masking how fucking depressed I was at my job by going out every weekend, hoping that it would bring me some sort of like joy, and it didn't. It just made me more like the Sunday scaries. Were the worst I have ever experienced. It was like panic attacks. It was like, oh God, I have to go back to my job tomorrow. That's not normal. That's not normal. Okay? So if you're in that situation, get out, boo-boo. Get out, because there are greater things waiting for you. I just feel happy. And it's not like a fake happy. Like, I feel like I would try to hype myself up for work before at my old job. I'd be like, all right, you're gonna get fucking berated today, but let's do it. I really don't have plans today. I leave for Boston in 2 days. Here's the thing too, at my old job, when I asked for time off, couldn't use it for 6 months. And then when I did ask for it off, I got a whole paragraph about how I needed to prepare the office, blah, 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 blah. They'd send me screenshots of the handbook about, well, in this part, blah, 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 you need to prepare this. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. This job, I was like, hey, I have a trip coming up that has been planned for this many days. She's like, okay. Off, off, off. Just like that. Just like that. Oh, and that's also why I've been posting a lot more shorts on YouTube, because guys, oh my God, my month of unemployment was a blessing. Like, the minute I quit, my mom was like, just fly home. Like, I don't want you to have to worry about buying groceries or whatever. I was like, period. So I flew home. When I flew home, I flew into Missoula, which is like a couple hours away from my hometown. And my friend Sam and her boyfriend have a apartment in Missoula, so they picked me up, and then we went out in Missoula, had a fun night, and I spent like Saturday and Sunday with them, and then I drove home Sunday with my friend Sam, and we went and saw all my family. And I just got to spend like a couple weeks with my family. I went on a ski trip with my dad and my little sister and my stepmom, and like, I love my family.
No, she told me to go over there. She said, so you're getting kicked out of the friend group. And then Bristol said, no, that's not what I said, Kaylin. And I never told you to say that you're kicking her out of the friend group. They kicked her out of the friend group.
Is it important for you to be in the friend group?
And then like a second later,
is it important for you to be in the friend group?
Dad, if you don't let me back in the friend group, I'm gonna tell the teacher that you have a boyfriend.
Way too much drama for 7-year-olds, man.
So that's my life.
Can you imagine what high school's gonna be like?
When I was there, I was just like, I felt like I was really emotional because I was like, oh my God, like this is what matters. Going back home and being with your parents, it's like, you just get to live like brain off. It's so nice. Oh, my job, I'm telling you guys, it was like the worst time of my life. And then getting to go home and just being around people that loved me, like, bro, I'm gonna get fucking emotional, but being around people that like love me and finally feeling like I was worth something, because this job made me feel worthless. And don't get me wrong, I have almost nothing to my name now in my bank account, but it was worth it. But it was so worth it. Just a month of living at home on like easy mode, like sleeping in my old childhood bed, my mom always having like food and coffee ready, and just getting to spend time with my friends and my family and actually spend time with them, not being like, hey, I got 3 days off because my PTO. PTO can suck my dick. What a stupid ass concept, honestly. But this is a pattern for me now. I feel like I'm unemployed every December. So fingers crossed that does not happen this year in 2025, okay? We will be employed in December with a healthy amount of time off. So, period. I work tomorrow and then I leave Wednesday. Today's Monday. I work tomorrow and then I leave Wednesday for Boston, baby. We're doing our annual trip. I'm doing it with all my high school girlfriends. Our group name is Skirky. Couldn't really tell you the reason that's our origin. I think because when I was in high school back in 2016, everybody was saying skirt, skirt. And I think that like evolved into like Skirky. And then we called ourselves Skirky. I don't know. But we're all going to Boston because my friend Aisha just moved there. So we're going to spend Wednesday through Sunday there with her, baby girl, because it's her birthday Wednesday. So that's what I got to do today. I got to get her birthday gift. And we also are doing our Secret Santa. So I got to get that too. But guys, take care of yourselves. Truly, if you were in a similar situation, just vote. Just vote. No, just leave. Just leave. Like, you will find something. Whenever I'm on LinkedIn and somebody's like, the job market sucks, I haven't been able to find a job for 6 months. I'm like, bro, go be a waiter. Like, what are you talking about? You can't find a job. Like, places are hiring all the time. You just can't find the exact job that you want. Sorry, the world doesn't work like that sometimes. Like, sometimes you gotta go do something to like pay the bills and then you can get your dream job. But guys, please let me know if you're experiencing anything similar, because you need to leave. You need to leave. It's not worth it. And at one point, it's like, when are you like disrespecting yourself? And like, why are you allowing yourself to endure these things? Come on now. I hope y'all are cozy and comfy this winter, and let's fucking get it for 2025. I feel like one of those inspirational YouTubers like, let's get it 2025. But like, truly, let's get it. Okay, the vibes are high, and for once, I don't want to do that. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Peace! Hope you guys enjoyed this. I didn't think I was going to talk about this because I was like, let me take the high road, and like, sick of taking the high road. All right, love y'all. I promise next time I come back, I won't be looking like this. I say I look happy, but I look like this. Oh my God. Skin looks pretty good. If y'all knew, this does look pretty good though, not gonna lie. Okay. All right, love you guys. Stay sweet.